3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday and that means we dine, and today we head over to Johan Viljoen and Namib Chilly. But before we get into today's interview, remember today is World Area Codes Day, so whether you're on 061 or on 062, stay tuned. Heading over to our website for some news. A vandal broke off and stole the arms and head of the only urban lone man stone figure. After the owner saw the damage to the stone figure, he immediately turned on his CCTV. The thief was caught on camera. Footage shows how he wandered around on the pavement at the lone man last Monday in the afternoon. On Saturday, the vandal returned and broke off both arms and put them next to the stone figure. He then tried to upend the entire sculpture, breaking off the head in the process. He picked up the head and threw it onto the street, picked up the arms and set them around the corner. He then retrieved the head and disappeared around the corner himself. He then returned to fetch the arms. According to the owner, he set up the lone man in front of his house in September 2016 and saw many people on the cameras who not only took photos of him, but also took photos of their children and themselves with him. I know who the man is because I can see him on camera. I also know where he lives, but if he brings the stones back, I will not lay a complaint with the police, the owner said. He's already in contact with the artist to see if he can repair the stone man, but need the original stones back because each stone has carefully been selected to make the sculpture, the owner of the lone man said. Around 27 stone figures are scattered all over Kukuland, however the lone man in Windhoek was the only one outside that area. These days you get tours that specifically go to Kukuland to look for as many of the lone men as possible. Many people passed by here to see the only urban one. November 20 marks World Children's Day to promote international togetherness, awareness among children worldwide, and improving children's welfare. UNICEF, together with the non-profit organization 6 Seconds, invites interested parties from all walks of life to join in a pop-up festival. The festival is celebrated in more than 200 countries and shares free, playful, meaningful activities to help kids grow their emotional intelligence and take action on the Sustainable Development Goals. A variety of mini kits are available to choose from depending on the goals you wish to achieve. According to the 6 Second website, there are 10 kits available, including Growing Calm, Growing Love, Kindness and Courage, as well as Growing Gratitude, Hope and Curiosity. Each kit comes with a mission, a goal, and instructions on how to accomplish that goal. The aim is to reach over 1.5 million people in more than 3,000 cities with 10,000 volunteers around the world. The pop-up festival is a free event that is in line with the UN's objective and UN SDGs. 6 Second is proud to be an SDG action partner supporting individuals and organizations to work towards SDG solutions. By engaging volunteers from around the world, the celebration fostered dialogue about essential skills for children and adults to develop self-awareness and well-being. This day provides an inspirational entry point to advocate, promote, and celebrate children's rights, translating into dialogues and actions that will build a better world for children. The COVID-19 crisis has resulted in a child rights crisis. The costs of the pandemic for children are immediate and, if unaddressed, may last a lifetime. The Althaven and List Group last week hosted their Value Star Awards for the 2021 financial year. The annual award ceremony celebrates the O&L employees from each and of the group's subsidiaries who exemplify O&L values. While the norm was to host one grand ceremony, this year's Value Star Awards adopted a similar approach to that of last year, with 4 smaller breakfast events. 3 ceremonies were held in Windhoek and 1 along the coast to celebrate the group's coastal operation companies, Hangana Seafood and Graz. The O&L Group leadership were present at each ceremony to congratulate and thank the Value Stars for leading by example and inspiring those around them. As a token of appreciation, each of the winners received an O&L Leisure Lodge hopping experience, Fossil Watch, Value Star t-shirt, Pick and Pay vouchers to the value of $300 Namibian, as well as a prized Value Star trophy. MTC announced the launch of its online clothing store called Blue Tick on the final day of the MTC Windhoek Fashion Week, allowing 18 Namibian designers to design products, determine selling price, and MTC to sell on their behalf. MTC Public Relations Officer Erasmus Nikundi said the initiative was inspired by the desire to provide a platform for local designers and creatives to better market and sell their fashion to the 081 nation and larger Namibian fashion space. The global fashion industry has been significantly disrupted, with COVID affecting both the supply and demand sides. The goal of the Blue Tick initiative is to uplift the Namibian fashion and design industry by creating opportunities for talented Namibian fashion designers to showcase their work and make a living from it. According to Nikundi, the online store will allow local designers to reach approximately 2 million people on both a local and international scale. These designers have teamed up with MTC to create exclusive clothing for a variety of age groups, as well as MTC brand accessories. These designs will be exclusive to MTC, with the designers receiving a portion of Blue Tick sale proceeds. The MTC Blue Tick designers were chosen based on a call for pitches. Nikundi said designers who did not make it the first time have another chance because this will be a continuous process as the demand for local garments grow. The Blue Tick store is set to launch on the 1st of December this year.
Strike it gold and win 5,000 Namibian dollars in cash with Neo Paints. Simply buy Neo Paints products from the selected range and stand a chance to get one of 12 mystery buckets filled with gold paint. All 12 winners will each get 3 extra paint buckets equal to their purchase. One to replace the gold paint, the second to use on your project, and the third to give to a charity of their choice. One winner can score another 10,000 Namibian dollars by showing us your creative use of the golden paint. The best project wins the cash. Offer is valid from 27 September to 18 December at your favorite hardware store nationwide. Visit us at neopaints.com for more competition details and follow us on Facebook for weekly competition updates. Neo Paints, a coat of excellence.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm joined with Johan and we are talking chilies.
Chilies.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Quickly tell us, what do you have on offer here?
We've got 19 products, actually 20, but one is seasonal. It's pomegranate habanero mix.
Oh,
But we made a little experiment and then ran out of pomegranate. So, and then I decided for the next season I'm going to buy a few 100 kilograms of pomegranate. At the moment, nothing available in the country, but it seemed really popular. People liked it, and we've got anything. when people think chilies, they think hot. We literally have something for everyone, starting from sweet chili, mild, through all the way to very hot. Stuff I can't eat. I taste them when I make them, but I don't eat them myself. But it really enhances the food. Sometimes if you eat chilies with fish, seafood, for example, it really brings out the flavor, the seafood flavor. And chilies are really healthy, beneficial for congestion. It's good for the blood circulation. It's a really good source of vitamin C. And the capsaicin that gives you the burn, it also releases feel-good endorphins. Forgot the name of the one, but it's dopamine. And that's why you hurt, but then you come back for more, because it's nice.
Yes.
It's hot, but it's enjoyable.
And who doesn't want to feel good while eating food?
I had a lady on Saturday in the market in Swakopmund, and she wanted hot, so I gave her the hottest we had, and she started crying, literally, not crying, but the tears were flowing, and I said, "Are you okay?" She says, "I love this," but she cried. It was a first for me.
When did Namib Chilly start?
I started a long time ago. I started with my braai sauce in 1994.
Oh.
I was working for an airline back then, and I wanted to braai pork, ribs, and there was nothing commercially available. Knorr had I'm not advertising, they had a spare rib marinade. So I took that, but there was something lacking, so I added some chopped chilies and garlic with it and left it in the fridge, forgot about it. 3 weeks later we went to Von Bachtam for Christmas, and I took out the bottle and it had matured. It was a really good taste. And then it was a hobby. I lived in outside Cape Town for quite a long time and started planting chilies and making chilies. I worked in the Congo for a long time and fell in love with chilies there, because that's basically the only veg you get. And it just picked up from there. And then last year, we were in the middle of jobs in the tourism industry, and Corona knocked on the door. And everything got locked down, and I started just making some of my products for friends and family as an extra income. And the wife said, "Stop giving it away, sell them." And I made a few, gave to the neighbors and friends. They said, "Yes, it's nice, we want more." And it just exploded from there. And we're really grateful. I mean, God was really good to us. He sent the MDs of 2 big retail companies my way. I had a tasting at Isakos once, and the MD of one of the companies walked in there on his way to Swakopmund, and he stopped and he tasted. He said, "I love what you're doing, come see me."
Wow.
And then a couple of months later in Swakopmund at a Christmas market, the same thing, another big company. And it's grateful, wonderful. It still feels a bit unreal, really hard work, but it's worth every minute of it.
Why is it so important for Namibians to support local entrepreneurs?
One of the big problems we have is literally everything gets imported from South Africa. We ran into a problem with bottles last year. We consulted to Canuck, they had to close down one of their factories because Corona closed the beverage business, alcohol and normal beverages. Nothing moved, so they had to let people go, shut down a factory. And recently with the unrest in KZN, another chemical factory burned down that they use the chemicals in the glass making process. So they took a knock, and I started looking at plastic bottles. Plastic is not ideal, but plastic is easily recycled. I mean, you can chuck this in a fire and it burns and it's gone. And when you braai and you slip, it drops. You don't worry about breakage. And it's lighter also, because I need to pay the transport fees for the retailer, so it's lighter than glass. Glass is nice. Glass doesn't need to be as much sterilized, and it's reusable. We can't reuse the plastic, but it looks nice. We went through a lot of headaches and pains to get proper bottles, and some of the caps are too small. So now we recently changed over to this old stock, new stock. The new stock looks better. The cap looks better on the shelves. But we couldn't find chilies, and then also the winter time, the chilies, you run out of chilies. So I started buying seed in South Africa and selling to local farmers, and then they plant for us. So the price comes down, and then my prices hopefully can come down. But now, with the recent increase or the coming increase in fuel prices again, we have to lift the prices because bottles, ingredients, except for the chilies,
Yes.
the packaging, everything comes from South Africa. It's a big problem. We should be self-sufficient, but we're not.
Yeah.
We're not. Long time.
Where can consumers get your products?
We've got, we're a one-man show. It's myself, my wife. We've got two people in Swakopmund. We've got a factory there, so they help us. And we literally do everything from markets, research, recipes, chopping, cooking, slicing, tasting, bottling, labeling, shipping, the whole thing. I recently got a lady in Swakopmund who's a rep for me. We've got somebody in Windhoek, Aniel, who's sharing the store with us. And then somebody in Grootfontein. So demand is picking up. People are getting to know the products. We've got most of our business comes from Facebook. So Namib Chilly, Namib Chilly, it's easy. Company is registered. We've got barcodes. So we've got a tax number. So everything is legal. We professional now.
Yes.
A bit unreal still, but they can find on Facebook all the information. We've got a small website which is inactive. I don't have time for it. namibchilly.com, and then your local Spar, Metro, Wekenvoogds Wholesale in Windhoek. We've got the coastal Vermont. On Thursday, I started delivering to them, and then a few smaller shops, roadside shops, restaurants. Some of the restaurants we make some of our sauces, like this is Tabasco. So we do this in a 5 liter for the restaurant, and then they decant, they put them on their tables.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So they can keep refilling. We do a vinyl label for those, so they can keep reusing them. And this is our dream, just to have that, I'm not mentioning names, that American sauce, to replace it with a proudly Namibian product. Really nice.
And it's amazing to see that Namibian restaurants are also coming to the party and supporting locals.
Yes, Namibian restaurants also, they try to support local businesses. I would rather go a bit cheaper, make less money, but look at repeat business, because unfortunately some Namibian businesses seem to think they have to harvest the whole harvest now.
Yes.
Don't save seeds for tomorrow, because tomorrow might not come. Tomorrow is coming.
Yes.
So you have to think long term, keep your overheads low. Unfortunately, I had to open a factory to get in with the shops, so it's a big expense for us. But it's nice and clean, it's away from home, because when I worked from home, I couldn't switch off.
Yes.
So at 10 o'clock at night, my wife would go, "Can we go to bed now?" "Oh, sorry, okay, let's take a break." So, it's difficult, but if I can give advice to someone, I hope I'm not jumping the gun.
No, please go
If I
ahead.
can give advice to local business people, small businesses, do not give up. Try, even if you don't have money. I don't have money, I borrow. As soon as you've got an idea, you should not run out of ideas. As soon as you've got an idea and you know it's going to work, do not let anything stand in your way. Make friends with a bank manager, or go and speak to somebody who has money, or somebody who believes in you. Give me a chance. Let's try this. Chili's really popular and it's picking up. So we're blessed it's working for us. Just don't give up.
Johan, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And good luck.
Thank you. And I hope people enjoy the products.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. And for today's life hack, if you put glow-in-the-dark paint on your phone charger, You will never fumble in the dark with it again.
And next up, do net dear heart for your Flex Minute.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Flex. Now I'm Jeanette Diergaard, your presenter for Flex. Now today we will be doing some lower back stretches for lower back pain. So we're going to start off with a pelvic tilt. You have your feet, your foot flat on your feet flat on the floor. So you're just gonna gently. So first of all, let's just get our posture right, okay, or the movement right. So your lower back should be against the floor, belly button into your spine, and then you just lift it a bit. Okay, and now again, so you can hold this for a few seconds and bring it down. So just to repeat again, your lower back should be down to the floor. It shouldn't be hollowed out, and you really tuck in your belly button and bring up that glutes and down again. So you do this for a few repetitions and hold it there for a few seconds. So this will strengthen your spine, and it will also stretch out your spine. So when you strengthen that glute muscles as well and strengthen your spine, it will definitely help you to have reduced lower back pain. Okay, so while you also do this, you squeeze the glutes. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to do your daily stretches, and hopefully you'll live a happier and healthier life.
This is our happy song. Take this ring and put it on a perfect smile, a perfect fit. We can't go wrong. Hey, let's stop the world. Just a boy and girl. Today we'll start together. Today we'll start forever. Ever, ever, oh. Ever, ever, oh. Today we'll start. What if we laughed?
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our show. Please join us again tomorrow, same place, same time.